Hey y'all, I just got done watching this movie that I thought was going to have potential and then it went. It's called 10 by 10. Kelly Reilly in it from Yellowstone and Luke Evans from The Fast and the Furious. Like number. I don't know. He was Jason Statham's brother in there. But I will say this, because first of all, there will be spoilers. Avoid this movie. Let me start out with the good. The good is the performances were very, very good. Very, very good performances. Kelly Reilly is an excellent actress. This isn't the first type of role like this for her. She's done horror before. You want a really unnerving movie, look at a movie called Eden Lake. She's in that. You get done with that one, you'll be like, oh man. Luke Evans, he's done his fair share. When Universal was trying to do that MonsterVerse with the dark monsters, he was in Dracula Untold, which got bashed, but I didn't think that one sucked. And you're like, well, what about the one you actually watched? Okay. It was called 10 by 10. Start out in the movie, you're looking at Kelly Reilly. She's this chick named Kathy. She leaves her flower shop. And he's sitting across the way at a restaurant eating something. He's looking at her. You get the impression he's your run-of-the-mill stalker because he eventually does kidnap her. Kind of a goofy kidnap. Ties her up with zip ties, puts some tape on her mouth, kind of leaves her laying in the parking lot while he moves his car. Like, you don't think this chick's gonna get up? But no, he gets her in the trunk. Gets to going. Goes out in the middle of BF Egypt. Got a really nice house. I don't know if this is I think this is supposed to be America, but if you take a look at the microwave oven setups, they don't look like anything like I ever seen in the States before. But I guess that might be nitpicky. But anyway, you call it 10 by 10 because he's got a secret room in his house. Which, he starts out with this secret room. It's got a door, and he puts the table in front of it. He's got to put a vase on it. Keeps moving the table in the beginning. He's like, well, he eventually gets the hint, leaves the table to the side. It's like, what kind of dumb? You should just leave this table in case somebody comes over to the house and be like, hey, I gotta move the table back. He eventually gets it. So she's chucked in this room. She got bare feet and she's all cinched up. Never has to go to the bathroom throughout the entire movie. I guess that's a plus. But she starts out doing the whole thing. And just to give you some kind of ambiance, he takes time looking on the TV, flipping around for news reports while she's in that room. People talking about some nurse in a hospital that randomly they think killed people. Or this patient died. Yeah, we'll get to that. So, he tries getting in there. First of all, he's trying to push her for her name. She said, my name is Kathy. He knows that's BS right from the front. I'm going to tell you. He throws a temper tantrum, smacks her around every time she says her name is Kathy. But he still instead of shooting her, he takes her in the kitchen and tries to make her lunch. It's one of those things where you're going, yeah, what's going on with this movie? You abduct this girl, put her out. No, this isn't like the Black Phone or something, where all the windows are skunked over and all that stuff. No, it's just open windows out in the country. So, of course, she rebels. She tries to get him. He smashes the dish in her face, breaks it. And there's a lot of back and forth in this movie, a lot of violence. They both end up pretty bloody. Here's the thing. This come out in 2018. You know how everybody's saying they're getting sick and tired of these girl boss movies? If this ain't a flat out girl boss movie, it's damn close. Because she gets a drop on him and beats the living crap out of him more than he does her. And after a while, you're like, really? Are you that big of a wuss? I mean, he gets his licks in, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying hit a woman by any stretch, but this is a movie. And if she's throwing stuff at you and hitting you with things and kicking you around, it's like you smashed a dish in her face anyway. And one of the reasons why I would pipe up about anything like that, they got a twist in there where she's actually the bad guy. Okay? Remember that nurse I was telling you about a second ago? So he sits there and keeps going in that room arbitrarily questioning her. Where'd you go to school? Where were you born? Where it is? And every time she says something that he thinks is a lie, he throws a tantrum or shoots a hole in the wall or sits there like this. And at one point she had snuck her cell phone in there. She tries to sit there and call a cop, and of course there's no service. Why is there no service on cell phones in any horror movies? You got half of them go out to the woods with a cell phone. It's gonna be a service. Gotta find the service. Gotta call the po-po. No service. Duh. I'm old. Before there was cell phones, you would be out there in the middle of the woods with the bad guy and all that stuff like that, and the cars would never start. You say, well, who is this lazy ass mechanic in every horror movie that there is out there? Because these damn cars always never start on cue. Now it's the cell phones don't work. But anyway, they got that. And then, of course, she's in that 10 by 10 room, and she finds a defect with the floor. Of course she does, because that needs to happen. So she takes the pieces of the busted cell phone and tries to work a tile loose. Okay? Meanwhile, they're going back and forth. He keeps leaving her to go watch home movies. Yeah, that's how we get introduced to the fact that he had a wife and daughter. And you know when I told you that they had that fight during lunch and you got the broken dish and everywhere? Arbitrarily, he's got a cleaning woman that comes in. Sir, I thought I was needed today because you didn't call me. He's like, no, you're not needed. Go on out, get out of here. But you're bleeding. No, it's okay. Go ahead. There's nothing wrong. So she leaves. So anyway, long story short, you come to find out Kelly Reilly, killed his wife. He's got a daughter. Daughter's not there. Get this. I'm not going to spoil that part. There's a reason why she killed the wife. She finally cops to it by the end of it. She talks about why she was killing all those other people in the hospital too. But it's a stupid ass reason, okay? It really is dumb because they sit there and she's going on and on about this reason why she did it. But yet, if she felt enough about the way she's talking that it made her get mad to kill the wife, why is she whomping on the husband so bad? I mean, she does old boy wrong, okay? And dumbass him sits on the floor with a gun, but she's on the floor sitting down at one point. He sits down on the floor. He points the gun at her. I said, dude, do you not care about your testicles? Like, she got free reign, Jack. She free reign to kick him in the stones and make him sing soprano. And the stupid ass reason with this movie doesn't do it. Of course, half the time he walks in that room, leaves the door open anyway, and she doesn't escape. This movie had so much freaking potential, dude. And just right, left. It does the dumbest shit. And the thing is, pardon my French, the performances are excellent. Both those actors, excellent performances, but they give them such a dumb script to work from. It's just stupid. And at the very end, the housekeeper comes in, and she's got the gun at this point. Bye bye, housekeeper. But conveniently shows up with his daughter right when the climax of the movie needs to happen. And get this. And there's another twist or two. I won't spoil it for you. But get this. After more whopping, the cops show up at the very end of the movie. And you see, and you go like, if her call didn't go through, like it acted like it didn't because the cell phone crapped out. She managed to get service for about 30 seconds in that 10 by 10 because it conveniently had a vent. So you see him sitting there. He's got his daughter. I'm sorry, honey. You see the lights and you hear the woo, woo, woo. There's one other part in there. I'll talk about this last part, then I'll bring it to a close. He leaves her at one point. He gets married. He throws stuff around in the house, gets in the car, and just drives arbitrarily, ends up near a lake. He can look at the lake for 2 seconds and have 2 cops pull up right at that moment because the plot needs it to happen. Who knew that he would be leaving his house right at that particular moment for no reason other than he just wanted to get the stink blown off while he gave her an opportunity to try to escape again? And they're looking at the cop. Can we pull your car over, sir? Your car looks like it matches the description of a car we got in a phone call. It wasn't her phone call. Did some chick over at the gym at the beginning of the movie make this damn phone call? I don't know. They're like, why the hell did he leave the house in the first place? And how did were the cops sitting in his bushes that they knew just to follow his dumb ass all the way to the lake? I got no clue, Jack. So 10 by 10. It started out halfway decently, but by about a quarter of the movie in, it just went. I mean, if you want to see some good performances in a movie that you're probably going to be laughing at from all the idiotic decisions and stupid things that go on here, and you want to just look at some popcorn and be goofy, yeah, this is a movie. You can get it on Fossum. You're like, are you looking at Fossum again? Yeah, it don't cost nothing. Figure what the hell I'll go look at. But I'll tell you, good or bad, I try to talk about some of the off-the-cuff ones because, everybody's running out to see Superman or whatever, and I'm sitting there going, there's other movies, maybe some of these other ones that you ain't heard about so much. You might want to hear what somebody has to say about them. I thank you for listening. Y'all take care. Please sign up for the channel. If you haven't, please like this video. I'd appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.